The city of Wilmington purchased land several years ago and donated it to Cornerstone. This is a $1.4 million project. We've eliminated through this project several vacant and blighted properties here on Dupont Street and on Douglas. We're developing 6 townhomes that are going to be affordable for first-time home buyers. They're going to be all new construction, 3-bedroom townhomes with the latest appliances, Energy Star appliances, and they are going to be giving people an opportunity to buy into this community where there's tremendous revitalization underway between the West Side Grows Together Coalition, which is focusing not just on developing housing, but also on economic development on Lincoln and Union and 4th Street, and on and also revitalizing our parks and engaging our community to work together on doing broad-based neighborhood revitalization. So major financing for this project has been provided by Federal Home Loan Bank and DSHA, but the multiple partners you see here represent the power of working together to address issues and building a stronger community. Before, to kick off our program, I want to introduce Mayor Williams. The city of Wilmington is a major partner in this project. Mayor Williams has had a strong commitment to strengthening neighborhoods and addressing vacant property. I'd like to thank him and his administration's efforts to move this project forward and invite him to say a few words today as we launch construction.
First of all, I want to thank Cornerstone for their hard work, and Paul just stepped in, Paul Calistro. We don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but when it comes to housing and putting people in affordable housing, he rolls his sleeves up and he's there, and he's committed. I just want to say that I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out braving the heat. When I ran the last time, I talked about affordable housing. This is what makes a community, ladies and gentlemen, is affordable housing. When all of us come together, can you hear me? When all of us come together, it makes it a very positive thing. Teamwork is the best. I know every other time, and there's times we have disagreements, but when we work together, we get things done. And I want to thank Cornerstone West again, Paul Calistro, and the community, and the other partners. And thank you so much. It's hot out here. I'm not going to talk long. And now can I get a water ice? Who was the lady that was handing out water ice? Thank you.
So for the last 3 years as a first-term city council member, but a long-time public servant, City Council Member Bob Williams has worked very closely with Cornerstone West CDC to strengthen this community on many fronts, including addressing blight, improving parks, and promoting economic development. An advocate, a partner, sometimes even a nudge. He does whatever it takes to move projects forward. Councilmember Williams has done a lot to get us to this groundbreaking, and I'd like to welcome him to say a few words.
First of all, thank you for having me here. I'm going to be very, very brief because it is a little warm out here. Kristen, Paul, Mayor, and Naila, if she's in the audience, thank you for working collectively together to get this thing going. This was an eyesore. It was more than an eyesore just to look at. It was an eyesore on paper. This was a political football that kept getting fumbled over and over and over again. Nobody wanted to step up and take this thing and punch it into the end zone until Paul and Kristen got a hold of it. So I just want to thank their team for taking this task to fruition and making this neighborhood look so much better when these projects are finished. So thank you, both of you guys. That's all I got.
Next, we'd like to introduce Mr. Anas Ben-Adi, Director of Delaware State Housing Authority, for DSHA's support of this project and for all that he has done to develop programs at DSHA to support home ownership and stabilize neighborhoods.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, thank you for inviting me to join you in this celebration. I want to thank Christian. I want to thank Paul, your staff, your board members. Congratulations. Joan, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. DSHA has contributed or committed to contribute $150,000 toward this project from our Housing Development Fund. And I want to thank and recognize Vince White. Vincent is a member of our Council on Housing at DSHA, which advises the director, the governor, and legislators on housing matters. So this is really beyond just the $150,000. Just a few months ago, we joined Paul with the governor to celebrate the expansion of Stand By Me, which is a financial coaching. And basically what it does is offering financial coaching for families who are looking forward for homeownership opportunities, but because of dent on their credit, lack of savings, they cannot go to the closing table right now. And with the help of Discover Bank, DSHA, we were able to fund the program with the expansion to the tune of $200,000 as a pilot to start. And hopefully with hands-on financial coaching, those families will be ready in the pipeline for these houses once they are built and done. I just want to take a moment because this investment here, especially that we have few funders, goes beyond just the 6 houses. Fortunately, with the financial crisis in our state, our housing market has recovered. But we do have pockets that have not recovered because of variables that are not housing related. Lack of economic growth, lack of appreciation, higher rental, and so forth. And we have to be mindful of those pockets. Yes, some of them are here in Wilmington, but it's really a statewide issue. We have them in Newark, we have them in Dover, we have them in Rehoboth, just go to West Rehoboth. We have them in Seaford. So as funders, when we look at the deal, it may not look that great and that attractive and sexy because of the return that you are getting, but we have to dig deeper and look at what is the impact on the greater community. So for those of you who are funders here, when you get an application, just talk to folks, look at the planning that's happening in the local, and look at the impact that that deal will have, not just on that family, but the footprint around it. Thank you.
So Federal Home Loan, so thank you very much, Anas. Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh has made a major contribution to the success of this project, not only through a very significant gap financing it's provided for the Dupont Douglas Townhomes, but also through its Blueprint Communities program, which has enabled this community to put together a comprehensive neighborhood revitalization plan and work together on broader community development agenda to promote economic development, revitalize our parks, and expand opportunity for our youth. So I'd like to thank David Bucas, Community Investment Manager at Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh, and ask you to speak.
Thank you and good morning, everybody. Today's groundbreaking really represents another very positive step in the ongoing revitalization of the west side of Wilmington, not only because it creates home ownership opportunities for 6 families, which in and of itself is significant, but equally important, it will bring stability to the neighborhood, and it contributes to the long-term revitalization objectives that are part of the West Side Grows initiative, and was part of the Blueprint Community Initiative as well. Thank you for mentioning that. So congratulations to Cornerstone West and all of its partners for making this project happen, and also just for their commitment to the west side of Wilmington. Affordable housing is a big part of the Federal Home Loan Bank mission, dating back to its creation during the Great Depression. The bank's affordable housing program will provide a portion of the funding for this project, and working through our local Federal Home Loan Bank member, the Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union, who will be the local conduit for the affordable housing program funds as we disperse during construction. We're happy to be working for them. So once again, congratulations to Cornerstone West. We look forward to supporting them during the development and sale of the homes here on Dupont and Douglas Streets. Thank you very much.
You know, we just have a couple more speakers here, but we do appreciate the work that everybody has done to partner with this project, but I don't want to let the event go by without acknowledging all the other people who have played a role in bringing this project forward. So, you know, first I want to thank Joan Foltz, longtime director of Cornerstone West CDC, who launched this project. You know, she's been a mentor for me, and I will never be able to thank her enough for bringing me into Cornerstone. Paul Calistro, as you all know, who is the director of West End Neighborhood House and the CEO of Cornerstone, who leads this neighborhood in so many ways and has certainly been a driving force in bringing this project forward. And also, you know, people who serve on our board, if you want to raise our hand, you know, David Holden, Alfred Lance, we thank you very much for your service. You know, the Department of Licenses and Inspection played a role in getting this project moving. So we really want to thank everybody, and the teamwork is what do they say? Teamwork makes the dream work. So please, thank you. So next I want to introduce David Moore. Milford Housing Development Corporation is one of Delaware's strongest nonprofit housing developers, and Cornerstone is pleased to partner with them on this project to deliver the highest quality product to our partners. I'd like to introduce David Moore. Actually, David Moore is being represented here by Russ Huxtable, who from Milford Housing, to say a few words.
Christian, Paul, thank you very much for having us be part of this project. We really want to thank the board and the vision of Cornerstone West and West End Neighborhood House. This is just a small project, but this is going to be so meaningful for the 6 families that will call this place home. And we're proud to be just one small contributor to that. And we think together that this can be a really good project that we can model and grow and really benefit the communities of Delaware just by this one very project. So it just takes a small project to make great change. And that's what we have here today. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And Mr. DiRienzo, is Mr. DiRienzo here? Okay, I want to call you up. The Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union has a branch right across the street here at St. Francis Hospital. It's making a great contribution to this community by providing a broad range of consumer-friendly products, financial products. But they're also working with us on this project as a member bank of FHL Bank Pittsburgh. We'd like to welcome Mr. DiRienzo, who's the market manager. Say a few words.
Thank you. Look, folks, I'm hot too, so this will be quick. On behalf of the credit union, Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union, we're pleased to be a partner here with the Federal Home Loan Bank. Paul and Christian, thank you so much. Cornerstone West. Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union does not have a CRA requirement. We're all about growing, helping to grow our community. Branch right here across the street is just a step in that direction. As we expand into Delaware, we look to do more of that. Thank you very much.
And we just have a couple more speakers, and then we're going to go to the groundbreaking. I hope you all join us for that. So a key, as everybody knows, a key piece of financing is a construction loan. And so for that, we want to thank NCALL, which is a pioneering Delaware nonprofit that not only develops affordable housing and promotes community development, but also operates a CDFI that helps other groups develop affordable housing as well. I'd like to welcome Vince Esposito, who's a loan fund servicer, to say a few words.
Thank you. We'll just leave a check there for now.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks, guys. It's really hot, as we all know. I got this tie on. It's coming off when this is over. Karen Kalias, our loan fund director, has asked me to come in today and just say a couple words. She's on the road. She travels a lot. So I work in the operations for NCALL, and Karen wanted to thank Paul and Cornerstone West and West End. We have over a 3-year relationship with them, and it continues to grow. NCALL Loan Fund is the construction lender in this project. It checks right over here on the side. I want to thank not only Paul and our bank participants, Barclays, and everyone else that's involved in this project, because it really brings the community together. And at the end of the day, we really want to make an impact. And these 6 homes are going to be here. They're going to stand. It's going to be a legacy in this city. And what we also know is with new homes brings solid foundations for families and new jobs to the area. It boosts the economy. So that's what revitalization is all about. And it really just takes a good effort from everyone working hand in hand to get these projects accomplished. So on behalf of NCALL and myself, thank you again to everyone, and we're definitely glad to be a part of this project. Thanks, guys. And there's the check.
So we have just one more speaker from Discover Bank. Again, I want to thank some other partners here, which is the Department of Real Estate and Housing from the City of Wilmington. Has played a key role in the acquisition, and not just in the acquisition, but getting the project moving. So I really want to directly thank Ms. Gilliam for your work on this. Thank you so much. Our last speaker is from Discover Bank, which has a long history of community reinvestment, and we're grateful for their support in this project. I'd like to thank Amy Walls, Assistant CRA Director at Discover Bank, for saying a few words about Discover's work in this area and closing out our program.
Hi, thank you. I won't stand in the way too long. At Discover, we say our goal is to help people achieve a brighter financial future, and we think one of the ways to do that is to create homeownership opportunities. Wilmington is special to us. We have about 1,200 employees in Delaware, and most of them live and work in Newcastle County, so it's a really special area to us. So create homeownership opportunities here is important to us, and we're happy to help. So when Paul called us last year, and with support of Milford Housing and the Housing Authority and the Federal Home Loan Bank, and asked for a little help to kick off this project, we were happy to oblige. We provided a grant of $125,000. It doesn't quite meet all the numbers of what everybody else has contributed, but we're happy to play this small part and to be a part of this. And we're really happy and hopeful to see these wonderful townhomes go up and to have an opportunity to create some more families living here in the western part of Wilmington. And so we hope to see this area grow. So thanks so much for having us, and we're happy to be a part of it. Thanks.
A little bit. Two, three. All right. Good job, everybody. All right, water ice.